Okay, time now is 1:40 p.m. on June 2nd. Oh my god, what the fuck did I just go through? I just had, one of the messiest sleeps, as you can probably tell by my hair. I slept from 3:20 to 1:40, basically. But I woke up like twice. I woke up at around 10 a.m. because I heard noises outside. And, hurrah, because my maintenance requests have been maintained. A couple guys came, and it appears they have fixed the stove, the microwave, and the oven. So, if all goes well, I'll be able to cook again. And then around 11, I also woke up. But, yeah, goddamn, I'm sleeping so much again. Um, yeah, last night the meal was so big, but it was such a damn good meal. YGF for dinner, Yangguofu Malatang for dinner is just so crazy. And it's so interesting because last night when I was ordering it, I knew this was gonna happen. I faced this situation before. The guy spoke to me in English first. He's like, hello, what soup, what flavor? And I forcefully spoke Mandarin. I was like, 牛骨，微辣，外卖可不可以? You know. And it kind of just worked out. And I realized that in situations like this in the future, I should just forcefully speak in Mandarin. I think it's just really good. I find myself in interesting situations where I have to forcefully speak Mandarin. Like, I had to do that a little bit in Khan when I was lining up for Resurrection, you know. So, I even, during the APCA party, when I had to forcefully speak Mandarin because I cannot speak English, when I had to find out that Harley has a crush on Ethan Kwan. Yeah. But yeah, that was another humongous sleep. But I have multiple dreams. Damn, I don't know. One dream is like an alternate version of Khan, where me and a bunch of people are in this seaside resort, and it's very wooden, and it's very organic and rusty, and what happened? I don't know, because it's such an old dream. It was a few hours ago, so it was kind of old. I think I just felt a lot of feelings. I think there was alcohol involved. And then the dream I just woke up to is like I'm having an exam where in 2 hours I need to finish two documents. It's kind of like an English exam, where I have to like process. It's like English paper 3, but somehow it takes place on the seaside where it's like rainy and I can fly and I can jump from boat to boat, like wooden boats, and about like, and the exam goes from I guess 6:20 p.m. to 8:20 p.m. and I at around 7:40 I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing. At around 7:39 specifically, I still don't know what I'm doing because I'm really lazy and I'm not quite sure what I'm doing with the exam. It's really weird. But yeah, I'm back now. So yeah, home all day. Um, I'm gonna just do more miscellaneous things, edit videos, watch things, and clean my suit. Maybe do some exercises, work out a little bit, perhaps, mayhaps, you know. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Not much else. Um, I bought a ticket to come and see for June 6th. So I have that to look forward to. But that's like 4 days from now. I genuinely have no idea what to do in the next few days. Again, like I'm like a blank sheet of paper. I have nothing. I got fucking nothing. You know what I should do? I should start looking for actors who can pretend to be Eric O for Smooth Op. I should start doing that. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. Cereal for breakfast. I don't know what to eat for lunch. What do I have? I'm not quite sure. I'll figure it out. Maybe something bread related. And for dinner, we'll be back on the carne asada. Hopefully, it's not rotten. I'm supposed to cook it 2 nights ago. Oh well. Okay, time now is 8:57 p.m. and nothing happened today. It's been 6 days. I've been back, I think. Man, so much happened within 6 days in France, and so little happened within 6 days here. I mean, I barely even got any notifications from anyone. Maybe I talked to Jonathan a little bit over DMs. I called my mom for a bit, but like I genuinely did nothing else today, and I feel like there's even like a period of time where I just like watch YouTube videos and I'm just not motivated to do anything. I'm just like bored and I'm kind of in a lull where I'm just stuck in nothing basically. So yeah, I have nothing to report. I have nothing to report once again. I'm just glad the stove is working. I'm gonna clean up my suit right now and then I'm gonna go cook for dinner. And hopefully I go to bed a little earlier tonight. Yeah. Giants in Paris, I think. I don't know why. She posted a selfie where she's with another person and they're in front of the Eiffel Tower or something, but maybe that's Las Vegas? Like I wouldn't know. Like Katie and I think Christian are both in New York City. I hope they have fun. Um People are just traveling around. I mean, yeah, it's summer. Um, yeah. Matt's girlfriend Francesca posted like nudes. Like she was like barely. She, of course, it's Instagram, so you can't be naked. So like she like drew like over, herself. I don't know. But I don't really care either that people are going places. I'm just, I'm just chilling. And I think solitude is very good for creating art. I feel like I'm getting back. I need to get back on my shit. I need to get back on, writing things and just writing interesting things. Writing interesting stories again. I feel like I have some new ideas or like some old ideas that I would like to develop. Yeah. Oh, right off the bat in the quote unquote morning, like at around 2:45 p.m. Um, so at around 2:40 p.m., I was like, you know what? Maybe I should go talk to the um OIS, the Office of International Students in USC. Maybe I should give them a call before I forget about it. So I went to the USC OIS drop-in Zoom. So I was gonna wait for their email reply, but I realized I might as well just hop onto the drop-in Zoom. And then holy shit, I'm so smart because apparently the opening hours for the drop-in sessions are from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. So, and it's gonna close at 2:45, which means if you go into the Zoom meeting later than 2:45 p.m., you won't even get into it. So you have to go in before 2:45 p.m. to line up, and then eventually they'll put you in a breakout room, and then you talk to like a person. So in 2:40 p.m. I went in, I lined up, and then at around 3:20 p.m. ish, 3:15 p.m. I was in a breakout room with this other woman, and I just talked to her about like whether it is a good idea for me to go back to Hong Kong or not. And I don't know why when it came out of me it sounded a little silly. Like, yeah, of course it's okay, but like there was some genuine concern. So I told her about all the concerns, and she's like, "Well, you have your visa's valid. That's not expired. You have your I-20," and I'm like, "Yes." You have your this and that. Then I think you should be good. And yeah, well, of course, I can't guarantee you that it'll be okay 100%. Like, there are all these factors, but it should be okay. If there are any big problems, it would either happen here while you're in the US or there when you're back in Hong Kong. Um, and it wouldn't happen during the flight or during when you're crossing the customs. And then she asked me a series of questions. Like, no, she told me is a very valid point, and that is, you don't seem that interesting. Usually, like right now, when the Trump administration is targeting Chinese passport holders and Hong Kong passport holders, they're specifically looking at PhD students with a sensitive major, like physics or engineering or something like that. Which is so fucking funny because like those are the people I have to teach for my ALI program. Chinese PhD students with an electrical engineering major. Um, but I'm an undergrad guy in film. Like I'm not that sensitive. And then she asked me, well, have you participated in protests? And I'm like, no. And she's like, well, have you been arrested? And I'm like, no. Have you posted anything on social media criticizing America, like the American government or like Israel? And I'm like, no. And she's like, have you posted anything about the conflict about Gaza? And I'm like, no. And it's really crazy to hear that from someone in that, to hear that from someone else that isn't a student. But I have indeed posted some, like tweeted a little bit. So maybe I should delete them, but first and foremost, I'm an undergrad film guy, and the only major moment of concern is when I cross the border, like when my flight lands and I have to go through customs to re-enter the US. That's the only moment of concern. And during that moment, I don't know what are the chances of the officer going, you know what, pull out your phone and I'll go through every tweet you have. Also, now the new plan is I'm going to go back to Hong Kong. So I called my mom to tell her, yeah, I'm going back. The new plan is the whole family's going to head over to Seattle to celebrate my grandma's birthday. So we'll all be on the same plane and we'll go through customs as a whole family. And the chances of me being detained is way lower if we're going through as a whole family, So I think I'm in good hands. I'm usually not optimistic, but in this case I think I'll be okay. And again, like if I don't come back to Hong Kong this summer, I don't know when's the next possible time. Like next summer I'll be going through OPT. And then I don't know, I feel like I won't be back in Hong Kong until I get a visa or something. Yeah. So that's that. I don't have anything else to say. June for me is still a very dry month. Like, aside from that one short film for Tristan, I think I'm not going to be doing anything else. And there's no reason for me to stay in LA, as much as there is any reason for me to be in Hong Kong either. I kind of have nothing interesting going on. Part of me really wants to be in a relationship or something. It's like kind of almost embarrassing. And again, I've been saying this for years, but like it's embarrassing that I'm a 22-year-old adult man, like young adult, but I'm actually just a child because I have never held hands with a woman romantically. But like, I think at this point, I realize that both Mary and Leslie are like fantasy characters. Like when I fell in love with Mary, I wasn't really in love with Mary as a person, but like Mary as this crazy like fantasy character. Because like Mary back then, like in my mind, was this mysterious woman. And then Leslie's a different thing. Leslie's just fucking crazy, and I really like that. But I think, to be realistic, being in a relationship with a crazy person is a bad idea. And also, I don't think USC admits crazy people anyway, so I won't be finding anyone anytime soon. So, like, truthfully, I think part of the reason why I just don't date is because no one's interesting to me. Because I've only fallen in love with fantasy characters and crazy people, which is to say, 2 people. But yeah, and I think it's okay to like revel in that, like to like embrace that. And I also think, yeah, I'm like, I don't smoke or drink, and I think a lot of artsy people in films smoke and drink, have tattoos. But like, I think it's also kind of cool in some ways. Like I'm almost like contrarian to contrarian. Like, if you smoke and drink and have tattoos, you're kind of like counterculture a little bit. If I don't smoke and don't drink and don't have tattoos, but yet my art is still so weird and fucked up, it's like, okay, that's even weirder. And I think that's something to embrace too. Like, I think if I'm just like a healthy person and then my films are just very fucked up and hard to stomach, I think there's more to say about what kind of person I am, you know? And also the fact that I've never been in a relationship. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't have tattoos, I've never been in a relationship, and I'm making these really crazy, weird films, I think, really speaks about how insane my existence is, which I think is a good thing. It's like a good marketing thing. Yeah. Truthfully, I take first dates really serious. And I'm asking for this. Like, if I don't take it seriously, then I might as well pick whoever. But I do take it seriously. So right now I'm like alone, and that's what I'm asking for. So yeah. I don't have much else. I have nothing planned for tomorrow either, honestly. Yeah. Okay, time now is 1:20 p.m. On June 3rd. Yeah, so I slept from 4 a.m. to about 12:45. And I know I usually do these videos on my bed, but you know, I thought I should, do this for a change, because when I started doing these videos on the bed, it's usually because I'm just too tired to get out of my bed and brush my teeth and change my clothes and blah 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 blah, and then do this. It saves time, but yeah, I have nothing but time right now, which is great news for me. But yeah, unfortunately I slept very late, and I woke up like 3 times ish. Woke up at around 9, woke up at around 10. Yeah. But yeah, I have nothing to do today again. I think yesterday I was quite productive, and that's also partially because I didn't give myself too much to do. And similarly, I have nothing to do today. I'm thinking of going to the gym. I think my membership is over. I'm not quite sure. Maybe I could just try it out. I also think that I should spend a day, and by a day I mean like 3 hours, going to H Mart. I think that would be really nice. You know, some dumplings, get some good like marinated pork belly, some banana milk. That's just, oh my god. Some sushi as well. Um, and that's pretty much it. I have nothing else to talk about. I'm just sort of living in a blank. I'm sort of living in a limbo right now. The void years have made a comeback. Yeah. Um, I don't know. I'm just really looking forward to going back to Hong Kong. Like, even though I know I probably won't be doing anything in Hong Kong as well, but um, I just think it's really good for me to go back. Also, you know what? Regardless of the fact that nothing's gonna happen to me over this summer, the fact that I just went to Cannes in May, Anime Expo in July, and I'm doing this film festival thing in August, in early September, are already three major things that kind of make up for the fact that nothing else really happens over the summer. So I think it's kind of fine, you know. Um, yeah. Also, I don't think Katie's in New York. I think Katie's in France right now. She just made an Instagram story about being in Versailles. And then at the same time, I think Giant isn't in Paris. I think she's in London. Or maybe she just went from Paris to London. I don't know. A lot of people are in Europe for some reason. Why are you in Europe? It would make sense if I'm in Europe. Also, it's surprising to me how so many people in the con team are just around and about in Europe. Like, again, Emma and Arjun are in Italy. Matt and Asir and Jack, I think they just came back from Italy. And Camden's in Spain, and then Colin and Garrett are in Switzerland or back in France or something. But I decided to just go home because I'm not going to solo travel around that much anyways. I think one solo travel day in Nice is enough for me, basically. No need to extend it any further. I feel like if I go with someone, it would be nice. It would be way nicer, but I don't know. I don't think I have that someone yet, unfortunately. Yeah, you know, it would be so nice if I could like meet someone or talk to someone, hang out with someone, just get to know someone. Again, like I have the same criticisms of like last semester as I have with last semester, and that is I know people but I don't know people. Like I feel like I know a lot of people but only on a pretty surface level. Yeah. I just want to like know someone on a deep personal level, but I feel like it's almost impossible to do that. Like I just don't really like in this day and age, I think everyone just sort of comes and goes, and people just kind of disappear, and there aren't a lot of people who really stay behind. Um, um, Low key, want to hang out with Rachel because I know she's in here, and it would be nice to talk to her. But it's like, I don't know. Or Glenn. Glenn is here too. But I don't know. I just really wish I could really like talk to someone, like really know someone. Um. So yeah. So I do want to go outside today because I'm not gonna have 2 home all days in a row. It's so crazy. Like last semester, I would go outside like 50 days in a row, and then now I'm just like, yeah, home all day again and again. Um, yeah, I feel like I'll try to hit the gym. Probably a walk would be nice, honestly. Just anything. Um, yeah, yeah. It's also really hot outside, so it's not ideal to go out. But you know, Oh, and the carne asada beef, they're not rotten. They're fine for some reason. So, yeah, shout out to preservatives. uh, yeah, that's it. Okay, time now is 8:43 p.m. and I just finished watching a film after hours and yeah, once again I have done nothing today. I did not leave my apartment at all. 2 days in a row of not leaving. Now I have my reasons. I think one of them is I woke up kind of late already, but also the other reason was around 3 p.m., 4 p.m. it started raining outside and it's just like why the inconvenience, you know? Like I'm going outside, I was thinking of hitting the gym, but then I realized I don't even have the gym membership for this semester. So apparently um, May 15th is the day where the free gym membership ends, which means if I want to hit the gym now, I need to pay unless there's a glitch in the system and it's raining outside. So why would I risk getting all wet outside in the rain just to take the risk of my student ID card glitching out? like in the gym so that I would get in. It's kind of silly. So, anyways, I didn't go outside. I just thought I'm gonna just do some exercises at home by myself. I think it's okay. I mean, yeah, I'm very inclined to work out and broaden my shoulders and look more buff and everything. But like, I shouldn't push myself too hard. Sometimes I gotta like myself for who I am. And then nothing else happened. Literally, no one had spoken to me today. I did over text, over Discord, talk to Michelle a little bit. We're thinking of hanging out on June 6th, which is the day I'm gonna come and see. So that's cool. That is 3 days from now. So I have nothing to do in the next few days, anyways. I also talked to Jacob a little bit. So it turns out he's in Shenzhen. So a lot of people are not even in LA right now. Justin T's in East Coast. Um, yeah, I still think I should maybe hang out with um, Rachel or Glenn because I have no one else to hang out with. Um, I really have nothing, man. I'm really like an empty vessel right now. And I know this isn't something to complain about because there have been many other times where I'm complaining. Okay, why are there flies in this fucking thing? Um, there have been other times where I sort of complain, but really, when what the fuck am I trying to say? There have been times where I'm complaining, and that's usually because something really bad happened to me. My bank account got hacked. I'm almost homeless. Blah 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 blah. I got detained at the airport for 2 hours, and I need to go to Mexico. All that stuff. But honestly, nothing terrible is happening to me right now. So if anything, I should be grateful. No news is good news sometimes. And again, like I said this morning, Cannes Film Festival, Anime Expo, and the HKOS Film Festival are three huge things that pretty much compensate for all the other boring stuff I have to churn through. So, yeah. And I'm not making a short film this summer. I think the fact that I already have like 3 more short films lined up to be released this year is already enough for me. Like, I'm releasing 4 shorts this year. I'm going King Giz on this thing. Yeah. I don't have much else to say, really. I don't know. Like, honestly, I think in an alternate timeline where I didn't run into Jayun in the 310 screening last December, and we didn't have that long phone call afterwards, none of this would have happened. Like, I wouldn't have like, ooh, what is Jayun doing, and what does she think of me? Like, if I didn't run into her in 310, and we didn't have a phone call later, then the whole Christmas thing wouldn't have happened. And then, like, I wouldn't even care that much. Because the thing is, she's just like this. She's just really not my type. But now I'm wondering what is my type. Like, if my type is like fantastical characters and weird people, which is, by the way, unrealistic because I'm a 22-year-old about to turn 23 in a college where everyone are also in their 20s and are being more mature and everything. Like, what is my type now? Like, I don't know. I don't know what is my type. It's like, I don't know what I don't know what kind of people I like anymore. It's a bit of a mystery for me to figure out, but yeah, 2 days in a row, no, not going outside. I'm gonna go outside tomorrow regardless, whether it is going to H Mart or gym or just have a walk. Like, I'm gonna go outside somehow tomorrow. So yeah, but right now I'm gonna have some exercises and then I'm gonna have dinner. It's gonna be nice, and then that's it. And then that's it. Again, like, there's there were a couple of hours today where I was just really unmotivated to do anything. I just really don't want to do anything. I just. Yeah, that's all. That's all. I forgot to mention that Miriam, if you remember her from the conspiracies era, her Instagram got hacked. So yesterday she suddenly DM'd me, "Are you busy now?" in Cantonese, which is weird because we usually just talk in English, like text in English and talk in Cantonese. And I'm like, not really. I just came back to LA. And then she said, "Can you lend me $5,000? And then next week I'll give it back to you." And then immediately I'm like, I've seen this trick before. I've seen this trick before. But I thought, you know what? I'm gonna indulge in this stupidity. So I said, okay. Um, and then the guy said, so I'm assuming it's a guy. I don't know. They then said to me in English, "Can you transfer me money through FPS, which is Hong Kong? It's like the Zelle of Hong Kong. It's like the Venmo of Hong Kong." And then I asked, "What is this for?" And then the person's like, "I'll give it back to you. Don't worry." And I'm like, "Okay, then what is it for?" And then the person just stopped because the person saw that I saw through their bullshit. I WhatsApp texted Miriam. I realized I haven't used WhatsApp to speak to her for like since 2023. What the fuck? And I was like, "Hey, did your Instagram get hacked?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Lol." Don't worry though, because I didn't send any money. But yeah, that was hilarious. Happened to me once, shame on you. Happened to me twice, shame on me. And didn't happen to me twice. So yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, nothing else. That was kind of forgettable. If I did get scammed again somehow miraculously, like I would be really mad at myself, and that would be the defining moment of June for me. And like, at least keep the lie longer, you know? Like, when I ask, "What is this for?" at least make up some bullshit. Like, "Oh, I'm in the hospital and I need to pay medical bills or something." Or the guy, Nagisa, fake Nagisa, who was like, "Oh, for groceries." And I'm like, "Why?" And then, yeah. Anyways, that's all. Okay, time now is 12:47 afternoon on June 4th. It's been I slept from about 4 a.m. to 12:30, 12:15. And yeah, it's June 4th, so it's the anniversary of the Tiananmen Square massacre. So I would just like to acknowledge that for a moment. A couple of Hong Kongers I met at the Resurrection Line, they are posting a lot of like, infographics about the massacre, and I really want to join in. I really want to like talk about it too, but I kind of can't because if I do that, I'm not sure if I can go back to Hong Kong alive. And it's so crazy to me that now I can't criticize both China and America on social media that much because if I criticize China, I can't come back to Hong Kong. If I criticize America, I can't come back to LA. And it's so fucking terrifying that I'm sort of just stuck between these two massive evil countries. And it's terrible. But the two Hong Kongers, they're in Germany now, so I think they're doing okay. Um, yeah. Anyways, good sleep, good sleep. I've been having nothing but good sleeps for the last few days. It's been a whole week since I've been back. Maybe even more. I don't know. I lost count, but uh, yeah, it's been a whole ass week since I've been back, and honestly, I've done nothing. I've achieved nothing. Um, yeah, I don't know. And I also realized that even though it's only June, but like in the blink of an eye, I'm gonna turn 23, and no one's gonna celebrate my birthday really. I feel like I'm not close enough with anyone to the point where someone's gonna be like, "Hey, Enoch, let us throw a birthday party for you." Like I feel like I'm not close enough to anyone, so um, I don't know. Not back to square one, but if there are 10 squares, I think I'm still on square two at the end of the day. Like, I just want to be close with someone. I feel like I've been making a lot of friends, but none of them are like close at all. Um, so yeah, we'll see. Um, we'll see. Um, I mean, I should just like celebrate myself again. Like, watch a good movie, eat a good meal, just call it a day. Um, but yeah. Today I think I'm going to H Mart. Not because I'm running out of food. I mean, I will run out of food soon, but because I'm just so fucking bored. Like, I just want to go somewhere. So yeah, I'm going to H Mart today. I'm also running out of cooking oil, so that's a good reason. Um, so yeah, that's it. And then tomorrow, I also don't know where to go. I guess I could try hitting the gym. If not, I can just take a walk. And then on June 6th and 7th, well, I'll have something actually real to do on those 2 days. Um, yeah, that's it. I have nothing else to report. I have dreams, but they're like very tiny. I saw my mom. I was somewhere out and about. I think that's all I remember. And my chest's a little sore, so I did do a little push-ups last night, but it was minute. It was very minute. Um, yeah, that's it. I have nothing else to say, really. Uh, fuck. Um, Yesterday I spent a little time writing an outline for a new story idea that I have. I mean, new, but it's actually a story idea I had like maybe a couple months ago. Um, I don't know. I'm excited to expand upon that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay, time now is 8:48 p.m. and 4 words NIHT. Um, no need to elaborate. Yeah, I can't believe that it's actually been more than a week since I've been back. It's actually day 8. Um, so my perception of time is quite warped. at this point. But today I did go outside. I did go to H Mart. Took about uh, maybe 2 hours. I don't know. I actually maybe even less. I think it took about like 1.5 hours maybe. But it was nice. I just like it's so sad, but like it's so simple. I don't go outside much over the last few days, and me being able to like walk around and smell grass and like look at the sky felt a little liberating, maybe. And I'm just being dramatic. I haven't gone outside for two days, and now I'm like, ooh, this grass, the sky. I quarantined in a hotel room for 7 days, and I think that was the most I've ever like quarantined myself. Um, or the time, back in 2020 or 2021 when I stayed in my apartment for like 4 or 5 days in a row. Um, oh well, there's the when I had COVID, obviously. um, but yeah, there's nothing else to report. I guess it's just like slow. Like I'm just wondering, where is anybody? I feel like people don't really exist. Like a lot of people just stopped existing. Like when I go to USC and I meet a lot of people, I see a lot of people, and I see a lot of people just existing, like walking around and telling me and telling others about their projects and what they're planning to do. But I feel like people are just not existing. Like people are not posting much on Instagram. I don't have a lot of notifications. Not a lot of people are talking to me. It's just not much is going on. But I'm okay. Like I'm okay with it. Um, yeah, I'm glad I'm just eating food. Like unlike back in Cannes when I wasn't eating so much. Um, man, I don't know. I ate the Trader Joe's chicken Alfredo spaghetti for lunch today, and I added some shredded cheese and some olive oil and some cayenne pepper, even though I totally did not have to do all that, but I'm glad I did. But now I have some oil stains on my shirt, so I gotta wash it like immediately. There it is. Um, and then for tonight, I'll be having some rice, pork chop, cabbage and mushroom fried, but I also have kimchi to go with. I also have kimbap to go with, so I'm quite excited. Yeah, and when I went to H Mart, I was just like, oh, all these foods, I want to eat them, I want to try them. Like, I don't know, I just feel like I just want to do something. I just want to go out and do something, like eat some food or like talk to some people or something. Um, yeah, I don't have much else, honestly, to talk about. I know I've said that like 12 times already. Um, but I feel healthy, like sleeping a lot, eating a lot. Like I think it's good. Not being that stressed out. I think that's the key, really. I think part of the reason why I struggle so much sometimes health wise is just stress. Like, I just get stressed out so much. And I'm really looking forward to going back to Hong Kong. I really want to go back. I have to. Even if I do nothing, like, oh, I'm just so grateful for the streets and the buildings and the food. It's, man, you know? Goddamn. Goddamn. Um, I don't know. And I guess that's it. I'm gonna go downstairs, like, after dinner, I'm gonna go watch a film on my Blu ray player. So hopefully that works out. And then, oh yeah, I guess I should mention this. This really weird thing that happened to me yesterday. some random girl DM'd me over Instagram. And it's someone that no one I know follows. And she was like, "Oh, Karsten is stalking me, and I feel really creeped out." And I'm like, "What? What happened?" I was gonna ignore, but I really didn't know what to do. And then she sent me 2 screenshots of just her own comments on an Instagram post of Carson Runquist, and another person's comment saying that he's a pedophile, sort of predator, and the girl saying, yeah, he's stalking me and this other Indian girl. And then that's it. Which is really weird. Like, if you're gonna send me screenshots, like, first of all, why are you telling me this? How can I help? Like, how am I of any help? Second of all, if you're sending me screenshots, maybe send me, like, evidence. Because you're just saying things that I don't know how much of it is true. But I don't know, maybe partially it is true. I have no idea. So I just told her, hey, if what you're saying is true, I feel sorry for you. If this is really concerning to you, please report this to the police. And she's like, yeah, I'm already gathering all the evidence and I'm about to do this legal thing. And I'm like, sure, hope it works out. And then she's like, okay. I just don't know what to say. Like, what do you want me to do? I don't know how much of it is true anyways. Like, this could be a troll for all I care, or maybe it's very real and it's very serious. I wouldn't know. But yeah, that's basically it. What other thoughts do I have? I was just thinking, like, I'm not a bad person. I think sometimes I get so inside my head that I'm like, oh, I'm like a bad person. I'm weird. I'm edgy. Blah 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 blah. But like at the end of the day, I feel like people don't care that much, and I think this applies to people like Jayun and perhaps anyone else I meet in the future. It's just like, I think whatever the case may be, if I'm a normal person and the other person is also a normal person, then that other person wouldn't so quickly shut me down. Like, it wouldn't make sense. Like, it would just be like, yeah, I mean, Enoch, he's a nice guy, and like realistically, I shouldn't be shut down this fast. So I think in this case, I don't know. I just think Jayun just genuinely has zero interest in me. Honestly, I think the moment I sort of ran into her the first time since the semester started, I think that was like the deciding moment where she's like, yeah, this guy's a freak or something. Because she acts normal towards other people, and I'm normal too. Right? I hope. So, anyways, I don't really care anymore. Okay, time now is 1:10 p.m. on June 5th. Woohoo! I'm losing my mind. I slept from 4:40 a.m. 4:40 a.m. till 12:50. Yeah. Another 8 hours. Really nice. It's also really late. I'm almost a bit embarrassed to say that. I don't know why. Yesterday didn't feel unproductive either. I didn't spend a lot of time like walking around and doing nothing. But for some reason, I feel like I didn't do much yesterday. I mean, I did film and edit 2 YouTube videos and then edit another right before bed. I also watch Long Arm of the Law on Blu-ray outside at night, from midnight till 2 a.m. and I fell asleep. It's so weird. Like, I'm so well slept these days. I didn't know that's also possible. Like, I was like dozing off again, Khan style. So that was really eh. But I still think it's a good movie. But I was literally dozing off at certain times. Um, yeah. Um, yeah. Nothing else happened. I don't know. I keep expecting myself to say something interesting, but there really isn't. Um, I I had a couple of very simple dreams that I don't think is big enough for me to write down. One of them is like I'm back at this film festival again. I'm back at this Cannes Film Festival, and me and a bunch of other people are in a cave, and we're looking out of a hole in a cave, and then we see the audience and a giant screen. So we're in a cave that is right beside the theater, but we're also part of the festival, and it's just like kind of vicariously watching the film, and then um, suddenly I'm looking at the film, like the epilogue of the film, and it's Benicio del Toro and Austin Butler at the side of a cliff, like bottom of the cliff, and then some guy just walks behind them and shoots them both in the head. Like bullet comes through both of their heads, but right before they die, um, Benicio del Toro grabs the machine gun of the guy behind him, upside down, pulls the trigger to shoot the guy in front of him, and he turns around to shoot the guy behind him, and Austin Butler somehow also had a gun, and he shot one bullet, so everyone basically dies, and that's like the epilogue. And I was like, what the hell did I just miss? Um, that was really weird. And then around 11:50, I was like awake. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get out of bed now, but I'll just wait a little bit. I'll chill on my bed for a little bit, and of course I fell back asleep. And then I woke up again an hour later. Um, yeah, but it was nice though. I love sleeping. So even though I'm already 9 days into, I guess it's not even a new round. It's still round five, but I guess I'm 9 days into post con, and I'm still not at a point where I'm complaining. But obviously, I wish something would be happening. I wish people would be talking to me or something. I want to talk to other human beings too. Either way, I think today's gonna be home all day since I already went outside yesterday. I'm not obligated to go out today. Also, next 2 days I'll be going out, which is exciting. Tomorrow, I might be seeing Michelle tomorrow. I'm not sure. I'll figure this out. But yeah, you know, um, it'll be nice. It'll be nice, and yeah, I guess that's it. Um, that's it. I realize I should like solo travel. Like I feel like this VTuber Hachama for the last few months she's been posting all these like photos and videos of herself like solo traveling all across Japan. I'm in this prefecture and I went into this inn and I just thought, man, I solo traveled for 1 day in Nice and that was not a very nice experience. I feel like Nice is a nice place, but like I just didn't have that much fun. But then now I'm like, maybe I'm just not solo traveling the right way. Like I should have extended my stay in Europe. Maybe spend a day just chilling. The same thing I'm doing now, but just chilling at home, like at the Airbnb or something. And then start, solo travel to Nice and then to Italy, move to a different Airbnb, etc., etc. Like maybe I should just do that because there's something so inspiring and kind of badass about just solo traveling, just oh, I'm at this faraway place and I'm with no one and I'm seeing the world all by myself. There's something so, like, poetic. There's something so writerly about solo traveling. And I'm just like, man, maybe I should have done more of that. Because my rendezvous at Nice was a little bit underwhelming, but, you know. I feel like northern Italy would have been a more interesting place. I feel like southern France just didn't quite hit me. I was when I went to Nice, I already like I already didn't go in with a great expectation. Unlike Tokyo and Japan in general, like when I solo traveled in Akihabara, it was like fucking heaven because I was like, oh, I have this place to go, I have that place to go, I need to do this, I need to do that, and it was kind of amazing. I can't keep trying to wait for the one to come. Um, yeah. And that's another thing I was thinking about, and that is, you know, I think I said this last night or 2 nights ago, but like, I mentioned how the moment Jayun ran into me, the moment I ran into Jayun again back in January, that's on campus on the third floor of SCA, that was the deciding moment where she's like, yeah, this guy's a fucking creep. But truth be told, around February I was already like frustrated. I was like, what the fuck? I thought we're supposed to talk. I thought we're supposed to get close with each other. Um, at that moment, it's already ruined. Like, nothing will salvage. I thought that May or April was when it's ruined, but February is when it's ruined. It's like when you're with someone, a romantic partner, you're super close to them to the point where you shouldn't have any trust issues. And I feel like by February, I already started to have mega trust issues with Jayun. So by then, nothing can save it anymore. Like there's nothing. Like I'm like scared to talk, or like I'm scared of what she's thinking of me. I'm like frustrated with talking to her. I feel like I cannot get close to her. These feelings are like the moment they're there, it's already over. So yeah, yeah. Sweet potato pie for breakfast, tortilla and some tuna for lunch, and then I'll have carne asada, sweet potatoes for dinner. Yeah. Okay, time now is 9:52 p.m. I'm gonna go have dinner like now. Just a heads up. I don't know why I said heads up. Um, just a note. I did nothing today. I think today, even worse than yesterday, even worse than the last few days, I've been extremely unproductive. I think I just spent like hours today just not doing anything. I don't know why. Maybe it's like a false sense of security. Maybe not false, maybe a real sense of security. The fact that I have nothing to do just made me realize, well, I guess I'm just gonna do nothing. But I do have some things to do, like edit reviews and edit videos, but I'm not in a rush. I feel like 9 days in a row since I've been back, I've been doing nothing but reviews and editing and reviews and editing, and I kind of want a break now. I need a break from the break. But at the same time, it's good. I think, over the last semester, I've been so busy doing this, doing that, that I barely have time to film any reviews or anything. Well, now I do. Now I do have time, so might as well catch up. Um, yeah, I have nothing else to report. That's it. Goodbye. No, I have 3 people that I can speak to about the next few days. One is Michelle, because I'm meeting her probably tomorrow, definitely 2 days later. Number 2 is Tristan St. Germain, this guy who texted me a couple weeks ago asking me to join his set. So today I texted him, hey, I can join, in case you didn't know, something along the lines of that. And no response yet, but hopefully I've got another set position locked in. And hopefully eventually I get to be a PD of something, you know, the same way Christian is PDing this, PDing that. Um, Christian is like, I've been doing this film thing since September of 2022. And Christian has been doing it since January of 2024. Yet he has gone farther than me. I think he just has the right connections. His girlfriend is one of the most powerful members of SCA. So I mean, come on. Um, but yeah, you know, I still want to PD something. Let me PD something, please. Um, um, and then the other is Eva, Evelyn. That's her name, Evelyn. I feel like my brain is glitching out. Um, okay, more on that later. Evelyn, I want to speak to her because A, I'm visiting her school to do the HKOS thing. B, I'm we're meeting each other for Anime Expo, which I'm really excited. The schedule's gonna be released soon, and I think this time around, my second time around, I'll be way more well planned. You know, it's funny because when I went to Cannes Film Festival, part of me was like, what if this is gonna be like rookie mistake situation? A lot of people's first times at the Anime Expo is like very chaotic and they don't know what to do and they keep missing out things and it's like, well, it's okay because it's your first time. It's always confusing the first time. What if my first time at Cannes is just as confusing? Um, yeah, it's confusing, but somehow with Cannes, I was able to um get a hold of what's going on. Um, okay. Um, about the brain glitching thing, I think I forgot to mention this because I was too tired, maybe. But when I went back to LA and I went to Trader Joe's and I ran into Mia, she was just yapping. She was talking to me about like she went to the doctor and she found out that she has allergies or maybe she's sensitive to certain foods so she can't eat meat anymore. She can only eat like pork or something or chicken, like she can't eat beef. And then in the middle of fucking Trader Joe's, she lift up her shirt to reveal her belly to me, to show me red, like, dots. And I was too tired to react, but even if I'm not tired, I wouldn't react. But, like, that's just, like, why are you doing this in the middle of Trader Joe's? And I don't even know you that well. You don't even know me that well. Um, anyways, a little bit later, we lined up together to the cashier, and then we took the ride together, Lyft ride. As we were lining up, she was like, "Oh, Rachel is so pretty. Like she has that like TVB look," and I'm like, "What?" Because like Rachel on Instagram and Rachel in real life are like two different people. She really knows how to do makeup. Like, that's real her specialty. Is someone cooking downstairs? Jesus Christ, okay. And then on the car, she went further. She was like, "Oh, Vivian is really pretty." And I'm like, "Vivian? Oh, Vivian Ishida from my film. Yes." But like I've been in France for like 17 days and like I just forgot a lot of names. Like my brain was like foggy, and also I feel like I just know too many people as of now. My brain is sort of like overloaded with just too many people. Um. So yeah. She was talking about how Vivian's so pretty, like Asians are pretty, and I'm like, what? Okay. Um. Yeah. Anyways, what was I talking about? Brain glitching. Right. And I guess I need to say this at the end of every video because I can't emphasize enough. I can't wait to go back to Hong Kong. I can't fucking wait. It's gonna be, it's gonna be amazing. I have 1 month. Um, just like even if I do nothing, like it's just so much better. The sunshine, the trees there, the food, like just everything is blessed. It's just explosion of just like warmth. I just can't describe. Like, it's so crazy too. Like, the more I stay in the US, the more I love Hong Kong. Like like for the culture, for the food, for the buildings, for the people. And the more I'm just sick of LA. I just suddenly like I found this newfound just admiration or newfound love for Hong Kong. It's just, damn, I gotta go back. I gotta go back. I don't know if I've ever felt like this. This sort of this strong feeling of just going back. It's crazy. People are like, LA is like the center of the world. But to me, Hong Kong is the center of my world. LA is just a second place. You know, LA is just a battlefield. Hong Kong is my world. It's the center of my world, and you know, it's home base. It's where the good food, it's where I recharge, where I get sleep. It's just my home base. So can't wait. Can't wait. That's it. That's it. Okay, time now is 12:49 afternoon on June 6th. So I slept from 4 a.m. I woke up by the alarm at 10. And then I went back to bed and naturally woke up just now. Yeah, so pretty interesting update, I guess. So today is, I guess, the second time since I've gone back to LA where I have to do something. And today's quite special because I'm going to the Aero Theater later to watch Come and See, which is this very traumatic film. Until last night, I was still deciding on what to do today and tomorrow because Michelle is free both today and tomorrow. And I originally didn't want to see originally I wanted to see Come and See by myself because I wanted the trauma to be, you know, I want to maximize a traumatic experience, and I thought if I'm watching it with a friend, it would be a little lighthearted, maybe. I'm still gonna try to sit by myself today, so we'll see, but now comes the question, because both today and tomorrow, coincidentally, the Criterion truck is coming to the Aero Theater. And the thing is, when the Criterion truck is here, I want to line up. And hundreds, if not thousands of people are going to line up for that. Maybe hundreds. And it's going to take hours to line up for that, and it's going to take a lot of time and effort. And I didn't know if I'm going to the Aero Theater to see Come and See today, I might as well line up for the truck. But then the dilemma is, I don't want to line up by myself because I feel like Michelle's probably interested in doing it as well. And Michelle said she's not free in the morning/afternoon. Second of all, what if I line up for the truck and turns out it's too late, like I have to go see the film? So I'm missing the truck. But then at the same time, another good reason to line up today is today's Friday, which means a lot of people are working. So today is going to be easier than tomorrow. But also, I don't want the Blu-rays to run out. What if the Blu-rays kind of run out by tomorrow morning? Like a lot of people have just like picked the Blu-rays and, you know. So I don't know, lots to consider. So I woke up today at 10 a.m. and I'm doing one of those things where I'm waking up really early. I'm checking Discord or WhatsApp or Instagram for confirmation for something, and that confirmation basically tells me whether I can go back to sleep or not. So I went back to sleep because if Michelle's not available this morning, then I think lining up by myself, waking up hella early, lining up by myself for the Criterion truck, it's just not as fun. And B, I have a film, so it's a little risky. Might as well do it tomorrow. So today the plan is going to be I'm going to the Aero Theater. I'll watch the film and then I'll hang out with Michelle, who's available after afternoon. And then tomorrow I'll go back to the Aero Theater and then I'll line up hella early. Also, I feel like I need to go to bed earlier. So yeah, I feel like I'm a little nervous. Like last night and even like just now, at 10 a.m. when I was trying to fall back asleep, I couldn't fall back asleep very fast because I'm just a little nervous. Like, oh, I'm going outside and hanging out today. It just feels weird. Usually it's like, I don't know when is this gonna end. Like, I'm gonna be stuck in my bedroom forever. So yeah, that's that. Excited to go out nonetheless. The other issue is I need my tap card to work. So I need to find $1 bills and I need to or coins and put it in my tap card. So yeah, that's a problemo, I think. I also had a dream where it's the last day of Cannes Film Festival and I'm somewhere. For some reason, the festival now transformed into somewhere that felt like the USC campus. Except I'm not familiar with this campus at all. And it's the last day of the festival where I've seen all the films I want to see already, for some reason. Yet there are some films I'm like, you know what? I need to see it. So I like try to go see some films, and at some point I saw a black and white film early in the morning, and then I was trying to catch another film that I really wanted to see at night, in the afternoon, and I couldn't find the place. I eventually found it, but I was too late, and I'm like, oh, but it's okay because it's the last day, but you know, yeah. This is like my 5th time dreaming about the Cannes Film Festival. It's crazy. I've never dreamt about the Cannes Film Festival before I went, but after I keep dreaming about it. It's probably because I was very sleep deprived before. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm trying to wake up even earlier tomorrow, hopefully at 9 maybe. Loma, what is this? What is this? Oh my god, the line is so long. Bruh. ICE, what the fuck? Man, I low-key miss fish.
How is that humanly possible?
Oh. Okay, time now is 2:39 a.m. It's late, very, very late indeed. I'm gonna go to bed soon. I'm exporting my video, so today has been a little intriguing, perhaps. Um, a little bit, tiny bit intriguing because I went outside of my apartment. I did go outside and talk to people, which is a rare case nowadays. Um, yeah, so I woke up. I shouldn't have woken up this late. Maybe I should have set an alarm or something, but I woke up naturally eventually at around 12:40, which I think is now my new natural wake up time. And then I ate some cereal and then I just left. I realized I don't have much time to spare because it's gonna take me like an hour and 20 minutes to make it to Aero Theater. So, yeah. So, um, I did that. So I woke up, I took a bus and then a metro and then a bus again to the Aero Theater. And I don't, my tap card doesn't work anymore because it's not the semester anymore, so I have to use a $1 bill. Anyways, I arrived at the Aero Theater and I arrived at around 2:55, maybe 3 p.m. actually. And for some reason I thought the film was gonna start at 3:30, so I was like, I have time. So I took some photos and stuff. And then I saw Michelle's text saying, "Oh, I'm already in." And I'm like, "What?" The film is starting. And I'm like, "What?" So I went in and I was right on time. The film just started. So I just sat at the very back. And yeah, Come and See is a really powerful film, really powerful, really beautifully shot, but also just pure trauma. Didn't traumatize me as much as like End of Evangelion or Grave of the Fireflies, but yeah, still probably the best anti-war film I've ever seen. So there's that. Um, but yeah, so at the end, it fulfilled my wish to sit solo, to sit alone and watch the film alone. And then I saw Michelle after the screening. So yeah, everything sorted out. Last night was sort of confusing, like whether I should line up for the Criterion truck today or not, whether I'm gonna meet Michelle today or not, which affects if I'm gonna see the film solo or not. But I'm glad I did meet Michelle later, and I sat in her car and she drove to this restaurant, this very fancy restaurant called Santa Monica Seafood Center. And it's like this really nice center where you have all these like salads, like different salmons and tunas, and it's fancy, and the prices are mid-ranged. Like an appetizer is like $20 and a lobster roll is 41. So she paid $41 and had a lobster roll with fries and cola, and I'm not that rich. I just spent hella money in France. So I just got myself $24 shrimp wrap, Cajun shrimp wrap with avocado aioli plus salad on the side, and damn, it's good. And this made me realize how long has it been since I've had shrimp. And I was like, wow, I haven't had shrimp in so long. So if we sit down, we have to like pay tips and like do all these things. So we didn't sit down. We did a takeout. So Michelle took me to a park, and it's just a patch of grass with like a small playground that has like 4 swings and some other stuff. And it's near the main campus of the community college I used to go to. And we went there and we sat down and we ate the food, and I was so hungry. I was so fucking hungry. But like starving myself for cinema, not the first time, baby. Um, but yeah, I was really, really hungry, and it was so cold. I wore one shirt, and I thought it would be okay. And it was so windy, so food keeps like spilling. I made a mess. My paper bag keeps flying away, and at some point I just let it fly away. So it was not pleasant. I wish I've eaten my food in better environments. But yeah, and then I gave Michelle my espresso cup. I mean, I've won myself, but I gave her the cup that I bought her, and then it was around 6, maybe 7 p.m. at that point, so we don't really know what to do. I think it's still a little early, so Michelle just drove me to her place, except we just stayed in her car and we just talked. And she showed me the short film she produced, and I showed her a couple of short films I just made, Remain in Light and Smooth Operator. And I thought the short film she produced was alright. Like, obviously, like, honestly, looking at my short films, Remain in Light and Smooth Operator, I realize how much of a downgrade it is from The World Is Not Enough. I feel like The World Is Not Enough is. I mean, first of all, The World Is Not Enough is slightly more high budget. It's like 3 day long shoots. I spent more money there, and the story's way more ambitious, and I had like people in crew who like at least takes better care at the lighting and stuff, and I had better locations, so I got like cool visuals. But like for some reason, Remain in Light and Smooth Operator are just downgrades. It's almost like, damn, I'm getting worse and worse at filmmaking. But then, in another breath, I'm thinking like I'm switching lanes. I'm going from like poetic slow cinema to something more absurd and fast paced. And I think I'm starting from ground zero. Like, of course, my first few attempts at the genre is gonna suck, but hopefully it gets better and better. But yeah. So that's that. And then I told her about Jayun. I've been keeping her away from my Jayun talk because I know she would just be very annoyed by it. So I just basically summarized my whole thing with Jayun with her, and she told me, yeah, I mean, that's a common feeling. Like, first of all, I don't think I have a crush on Jayun. I think it's like a false alarm, kind of like Pepper Part 2, where there's this girl and she's really nice to me, blah, 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 and then, oh, okay. Yeah, she's really nice to me, and then I think like maybe we could work something together, and then turns out it's all a scam. But like Michelle is like, yeah, I felt these feelings before, like being bamboozled, and she used Lauren, her friend Lauren and Evelyn as examples. Like, we it went well at first, but somehow okay, yeah, things don't work out. So yeah, I mean, Jiren, my appraisal of her right now is that she's not mature enough to understand that it's rude to just suddenly disappear from someone's life. It's not very nice. Um, I don't think she hates me, but I do think she like lost interest in me. But like, I think either way, I think there's no point in pursuing anymore, and it would be nice if I would just focus on anyone else. So yeah, that would be very nice. I'm excited for the. Oh, so I return home at 10 p.m. and then I'm like, oh yeah, a dinner. So kimbap. So I had kimbap from 2 days ago in the fridge, and the rice has turned cold and stale and hard. And I had the genius idea to steam it using a boiling pot of water and my bowl, and it actually kind of worked. And my rice is steamy again, so that's nice. Um, um, Also, since a couple of nights ago, I've been using Quinton's pan because the frying pan I have, which is already the second one I've used, is defunct. I just can't use it anymore. It's like it's got these like sticky residue on the burnt side. I think the material itself is like leaking. I can't even use it anymore. Like I try to wash it away, but it's still there. I think like the protective layer of the pan is like breaking apart and decomposing. It's just like not a good substance for me to consume. So yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna wake up hella early tomorrow. I'm gonna wake up at like, so Michelle says she's gonna pick me up at 9 a.m., which is insane. Because it's early for me, it's also early for her. Also, she might be late. I don't trust her that she'll be on time, but it's okay. Um, but yeah, which means I need to wake up at 8:30. So you know how I wake up at 8 a.m. for church? Tomorrow I'm waking up at 8:30, so it's not that late. So if I go to bed at 4.5 hours, not great. So I'm gonna try maybe 3:45. Um, it's 2:50 now. But yeah, I'll be buying some Criterions tomorrow, so I'm excited. I'm spending a lot of money on Blu-rays again. I mean, yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be good, and the rest of the day will just be like hanging out, and it's gonna be nice. Sunday, I'll be going to watch a film again, Caught by the Tides, and then Monday, hopefully, is a day of rest. So that's June 9th, and then June 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 5 days in a row, I have nothing to do. And then 14th, I have the HKOS thing. And hopefully, after the 14th, I have Tristan's film set. And then eventually, Tova's gonna come back, and I'll hang out with Tova. And then there's Anime Expo. And then that's it. And then I go back to Hong Kong. So the rest of my days between now and return to Hong Kong is pretty much set in stone ish. So, yeah. Oh, I need to fucking find the actor for my film, right? Oh, I forgot to mention. So, when I was on the bus on my way to the Aero Theater, I received news that Objects in Mirror, the last film festival, the last film competition that I applied to, or more like the last film festival that is going to notify me. Because, like, for the last few film festivals, I've been rejected nonstop, again and again and again. One reject after another reject, to the point where I'm gonna numb to it. I'm gonna numb to rejections. I'm like, yep, rejected. But I thought it would be nice if the last two film festivals to notify me, if one of them would accept me, it would be nice. So, I got denied for one of them, but the last one, the Underground Indie Film Festival, actually accepted Objects in Mirror. Posted it on Instagram. Tons of people liked it. Colin liked it. Alexis DM'd me. Alexis, the Korean girl, DM'd me and was like, "Congrats, Enoch! Oh my god!" And I'm like, "Thank you." But like, come to think of it, it is like the biggest out of the bunch. Like the only other two festivals that said yes to Objects in Mirror is one, the DK Film Festival in USC, which is like nothing. 12 people submitted. The other is Cine Asian Films, which is just this small website. So like, this is good. So I'm happy about it. But yeah, the world is not enough. Please. Hopefully, if I go back to Hong Kong, even if I'm not making a short film, hopefully I get to like market my film somehow. It's just like, hopefully I get to meet a bunch of film people and just tell them about The World Is Not Enough. I really think this is like the best film I have so far out of the 11 films I've made. Yeah. Cinema, man. I'm either talking about short film, or I'm talking about buying a Blu-rays, or I'm talking about a film festival, or I'm talking about making a film. Like, That's the life. But yeah, my rosy-eyed, I guess, fantasy of like, I don't know, maybe I could still see, like, at some point a month ago, late April, I was still like, I don't know, maybe I'll see Giant in June, and maybe that's it. Maybe we'll meet, or maybe it's, I don't know, but I guess not. And the shame in that is, in the summer, I'll go back to Hong Kong, and I'm still a lonely single guy. My dead ass last summer when I went back to Hong Kong, I'm like, okay, this is the last summer in Hong Kong where I'm going to be single.